Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as well as a great life.
Okay, so you guys have been adamant,
Consistent
and adamant
regarding the
You've been
amazingness
like, do not forget that you put this on the poll, like one of your first polls, and it got second place. You got to circle back to it.
needs
And
to happen.
apparently we need to. We finally are doing it.
Yeah, no, honestly, highway song.
Sounds good.
This song that's going to go straight to the road trip playlist kind of thing.
If any song makes a road trip playlist, this has got to make the road trip playlist.
I hope it lives up to it, the song name.
I hope we aren't disappointed. I'm
like mentally hyping it up a lot.
It's true. It's true.
But that's like a dangerous game.
Don't call yourself or your song highway song if it's not going to be a highway song.
The hype. That's true. You are trying to build up the hype for your song when you do that.
Facts.
Literally called highway song.
Literally.
With that said, man, let's do it. What are those slides?
Cool chord.
Yeah, right.
Kind of a weird jolt in.
Yeah.
Great voice. hits are a little off. Yeah. I love how it sinks into reverb.
They nailed that.
Yeah.
For sure. Check what year this came out real quick.
That's very important.
What year?
6 years after Freebird.
Whew.
It's kind of a nail in the coffin on that one a little bit.
Here's my thing.
Sure.
So when the last solo first started, I think we have a lot to say about the song in general, but this is like the first thing I want to just talk about. When the solo first started, it sounded like he was in the exact same position and either the exact same key or one right next door, playing almost the exact same thing when the solo started. And then there was that section like the 60% mark in the solo, maybe like 80% mark, where it literally is in the exact same box, exact same position, playing the exact same lick as Freebird.
So
a little bit.
It's hard for me to. I'm not good enough to tell you if they're playing the same key or not. What I can tell you is it feels very similar licks, very similar styles. What I will disagree is his intro into the solo. I was like, that's unique. His first 12 notes felt totally different for me.
You think so?
For me at least, they felt totally different. Okay. And then he started pulling those repetitive those things that Freebird did, where it's
which Lynyrd Skynyrd they didn't write those licks, but it was the way they used them in the framing of them.
Yeah,
that kind of and then you kind of have like a southern rock kind of ballad, and then it ends in the solo. And then at least for me, the way the solo started felt similar. Then that one point felt similar, and then I didn't call it the second time, but even after that first time I called it, I felt another situation where it felt like a very similar thing.
Yeah, and it's okay to have a similar song like that. Like this, it can easily be this one they heard. I mean, to me, this feels like they heard Freebird on the radio. They had a good song because the song doesn't feel like Freebird.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
And then they go, let's do what you know how Freebird had that really cool solo. Let's do that in ours.
That's true.
That's kind of how it feels.
And I don't mean to hit on him too much. I just want to call it like I see it.
Yeah.
You know, with that, I do really enjoy. I liked that the ending solo a lot.
Yes.
I feel like the song needed something, and I feel like that gave me kind of
exactly what it
needed.
Yeah.
You know, and I liked the way they executed that solo. The only thing I would say about the solo is it really felt like at certain points they had the guitar so pulled back underneath everything. I know that's a style choice, you know. I mean, how did you feel about it, in terms of having it in the front or the back? And
when they were doing it, I could tell. My thought was, at some point, to push the energy up, they're gonna have the guitar come in hotter,
which they did. Yeah,
which is okay, but to me, it's
they waited a long time though.
But it's also to me, it's like, if I'm an audience member listening to it for the first time, and I can tell that's probably where you're going with it.
Yeah.
I think don't use that as a trick. Don't use that as a way to build up energy artificially, which, we're not hating too much on the song, but I think it is. We're both trying to be as honest as we can. So it felt like you're using something kind of like artificial trick on there. If you, it's like loudness in a song. If the louder you make a song, the better it sounds to some degree.
Right.
Which is why people have, if you look at song volumes over time, they've gone up. Because it's if you're the loudest song on the radio, people are going to like you a little more.
They'll listen to you. Yeah.
So,
Also, I would say in terms of I loved the lead guitarist.
Yeah.
Right. I thought he played really cool. I liked his style, his note choice a lot. It does feel like whenever the band integrated lead guitar into the mix, it felt almost like choppy or unnatural, or like just like the transition into like, okay, now lead guitar starts here. It always felt a little jolty almost.
It didn't feel jolty to me. There were a couple sections. One at the very beginning, went like the kickoff into the song.
The very beginning.
Like the drum fill into it just didn't feel right to me.
Play it again real quick.
Okay.
Just that beginning part.
Just the beginning part. I don't know how soon it comes in, but. It's like they like hang on, and they fall into it.
It works, but it's definitely like a little.
Yeah, they're not playing anything wrong, but it feels like they could have played something a little better.
I do feel like the second time hearing the intro, it felt more smooth than the first time.
Yeah,
a little bit.
To me, it felt the exact same.
Really?
I feel like they go plum plum.
I say a little smoother only because like now I feel like I was able to separate the elements, whereas before it kind of just felt like a big like.
Yeah, like right into it. So to me, the rhythmic choice that they used on that was not my favorite. Yeah. And then also when they're playing in the solo section, I think I mentioned it. Something fell off with the hits, like on the.
They're trying to do something cool with like the rhythm of it.
Yeah,
and kind of like.
And it just didn't feel like everyone was hitting at the right time. Like it felt like a little too loose.
Yeah.
Those were the only 2 points where I was like, something feels like not super perfectly tight to me.
Yeah.
But here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll level some crazy praise on them.
Do it.
This style of song, I was expecting the singer the entire time to not be as good as he was.
Really?
Because I feel like in this genre, you usually have a singer who's at like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
This guy was like a 9.5.
He did show up.
Like he was
at several different points.
Amazing.
Especially as the song went on, he released like more emotion, more chest.
Even just in the normal way he's singing a note, and he's singing it so precisely with such power. Like this singer is amazing.
It's a game changer.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Better singer than Leonard Skinner, I would say.
Think so.
Dude, he's to me, his vocal talent is better than the guitar talent. That's how good his voice sounded to me.
I could see that.
And I don't know. So to me, that was like you don't normally see this in the genre of music, at least from what we've heard, and just great, really, really great.
Yeah. This feels like a song I'd love to see like a rendition, like a live rendition.
Yeah.
Because I like the studio version a lot. It just feels like I don't even know like how to describe it. You know what I mean? It just feels like not that it's like missing something. It just kind of feels like it was like thrown together. I don't know. I feel like they could have had a better person mixing for them probably.
Yeah, had we I also think had we heard this before Freebird, we would probably love this song a lot more.
That's true.
But it's like
it's kind of hard when it's in the same playing field 6 years later, and you do have to compare it a little bit.
I think you do. I think it's fair.
I do think it's a really like cool rendition of like that style of like southern rock song, and I do feel like this song would be the reason I would go to see like the band live. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is like they're in town. You know they got a song like this. Like they're pulling off a Freebird-esque type of thing, and they pull it off well.
They pull it off well.
That's worth going to the show.
It is worth. This is worth the ticket price.
Yeah, like this song alone probably to see like a live rendition because like even though I might feel like it could have been mixed maybe a little bit better in the studio, I feel like live insane.
Yeah.
Like they show up like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I agree. What are we rating it?
I feel like I don't know, dude. A B plus, maybe a B. But I feel like if I saw this live or just like the concept of the song in general, I feel like it's like a flat A.
I'm going flat A.
Yeah.
And part of that is because really how impressed I was with the vocalist.
The vocalist?
The vocalist really, like I really can't stress that enough, how like his control over note choice, his control over tonality, his precision, his power. At no point did it feel like he was too overpowering or that he was too weak. And he felt like when he needed to pull it out, he pulled it out. He had anytime he needed to pull more, he had more. Even when you're like, there's no way he has more. He's like, no, I got a little more. So
no, that's true. I feel like this song, I'm gonna give this song a B plus. With that though, I do feel like this song will get more airplay than some of the songs that we've rated higher, like either A or A plus. Agree. I could see myself listening to this song like I'm gonna drive like like half an hour back to my house, and I do feel like this song is one that kind of like ages on you a little bit. Like if I'm on a road trip, like we said in the beginning, this goes straight to the playlist. I feel like
I would
it
agree.
belongs on there.
I
I
would agree.
loved the chord changes. Oh, we didn't even talk about it. You called it the second it happened.
What?
At the end of like the runaround or whatever we want to call it, the progression, there was like this weird kind of. They ended on a weird chord. I don't know if it was like diminished or something.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
They could have easily ended on like a major chord and it would have felt all happy, all radio-y. But
yeah,
and
it's like this cool little,
chose
it's like this unique chord. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it sounded good. It sounded good for sure.
Either way, so that song, I'm really glad we checked it out.
For sure. You know what I'll say? I like this better than Green Grass High Tides, which is I think in a similar vein for me.
Yeah, I do like the song more as well.
Of
than that
those, I think this is one of the better ones.
I agree. I like
with
this
that
a
being
lot.
said, let us know maybe if there's some other ones. Maybe if there's some songs that like we've always talked about, Freebird being like the one that has come before. Is there one like that they based it off of? Because I'd be interested. I don't. To me, I feel like there's got to have been one right before.
There was something before Freebird,
and that they perfected it into Freebird. So
yeah, I can
let
see
us
that.
know. But anything kind of in this.
We want to see some roots,
Yep.
man.
With that being said, we will see you on Friday.
Peace.